Okay, this is Jerry Satterley of Texas Backyard Avocados. What I'd like to do is give a little size report on the size of some of these. I was expecting them to be about 1 inch or thereabout in length, and I was surprised that I found quite a few at 2 inches. There's still quite a few that are smaller, 1 inch or thereabouts, but I was amazed that there were some that were smaller. This is my Mexicola Grande, and I want to kind of walk in here, and I want to give you an example. There's this one limb right here. It comes out and forks several different places, and you can see this fruit. There are like 21 fruit hanging off this one limb, and these are right around 2 inches or just maybe a little under. I'm going to walk around up here to a little higher and see some of these, but they're quite I was surprised that they're getting this big. I'll walk around them some more. See this other size. There's some 1.5 inches, but see, these will wind up at about 4 inches. So it's kind of interesting, because I've been fertilizing pretty heavy and keeping them watered. We've had good rain so far, and I think this is making a big difference. But you can see how these limbs are bowing down. They're so heavy, and there's a lot of fruit on these limbs, plus a lot of extra leaves. And so it's kind of, I'm gonna have to kind of figure out what to do with some of this stuff. I was expecting a lot to fall off. We've already had 3 storms come through, and there's not that much that has been knocked off. I'm gonna look at another tree real quick. Okay, this is the prior tree, and it has quite a bit of fruit on it, and they're pretty good size. They're already probably some of them 2, 1.5 for sure, but they will not be big fruit. They will be a little over 3, maybe 3.5 at the biggest. That sun's got a little glare on me. So they're good sized fruit, and there's some really big ones off on the other side. But this is a small tree, and it's just I want to have do something about all. If the fruit doesn't fall off, these limbs will be so weighed down that I'll have to do something. Okay, this is an opal tree. You can see there's still some that are smaller, but there's some that are getting some size to them. And these limbs are kind of so heavy, they're just spreading open. The tree is just kind of gapped open in the middle because these limbs are so weighted down. And I've never seen this before. See? Now these will be 4.5 inches at their peak, and they will be much later. They will be more like September and October. Okay, this is my little Joey tree. It froze, and it's already recovered, and it's up about 3 feet. You can see it's just getting taller and taller. All that growth on the top vertical side. I had to decide, do I leave this, dig it up? And so I decided to leave it and see what it'd do, and so it has turned out to be a pretty good thing. Okay, this is another opal. This is my biggest one, and it likewise has some nice sized fruit, but it's also got some medium sized fruit, and it's just loaded. It's got fruit all in the middle of it. It's got clusters of it. I kind of need somebody to lift it up to show the underneath side of some of these things, but it's kind of surpassing my expectations. You see, there's at least 5 there in that cluster. Several more clusters down there. And if you lift these limbs up, then you will see even more. It's just a little progress report. you should get you a backyard avocado tree somewhere in time. If you will plant a citrus tree, you should plant an avocado tree as well. It's worthy, and it would be, but you have to learn how to take care of it. But you would be happy with it before too many years. In about 2 to 3 years, you would have you a nice tall tree like this. And another year or two, I should have several in the 10 to 12 foot range. Right now I've got one that is 10 foot. That one over there. This one is about 9 foot. That one's a 7, almost 8. Oh, I need to tell you about my little poncho. That's my pet, my favorite. I found about 10 fruit on it, and I didn't think it was going to put much on there, but you can see one there, and there's 2 of them right there. Now these will be smaller. They will be probably 3.5 inches, but to me they were the best eating of them all. This tree has just exploded in growth. Let me back up. You can see how much bigger. It still hasn't outgrown the 7-foot gazebo, but the sides are just really getting wider and wider and wider. All of this light green stuff, that's all brand new growth just from this spring. I hope you enjoy this. I'm getting quite a few subscriptions to these videos. Most of the folks are from California. That's avocado country. And this big magnolia tree I've got, it's in full bloom right now. So it's just, this is like paradise. I'm going to scan around and show you some of these other trees behind me. Back in the distance, we got some big palm trees. And right there directly above the wood fence is a big grapefruit tree up about 20-25 feet tall. This is like paradise for an old South Texas guy. I'm in heaven. God has been good to me and blessed me with this little corner of paradise. God bless you.